a little journey lately, and I always am, but this is lately things seem to have gotten worse. Issues that I've had before are worse now. And it's harder for me to deal with it and to get through it right now because of my emotional state. I am pregnant again. I just had a baby. I did not know I was pregnant. Me and my fiance have not been together for a little minute. So this came as a very big surprise to us. It's just been a little bit difficult. But all throughout these trials and emotions and thoughts and in all of these events, negativity has just, it's like I can see it. I can just see the darkness, like visibly in some way. I can see it even when I'm going through whatever it is. I see it very clearly, and I know why it's happening. I am very blessed to even see it because a lot of people don't understand why exactly everything, every negative thing, every negative thought, emotion happens. But I do. I do know why it happens with me. And since I know why it happens with me, I know why it happens with everybody. Because I'm no different than you, and you're no different than me. Doesn't matter where we come from, each. It doesn't matter if we're from the same place. You're not me, and I'm not you. But that doesn't make me any better. It does not make any struggle I have any less important than the ones that you go through. And to this day. Regardless of all of it, I know I am very blessed still. God still talks to me, and that is the one thing I value over anything and everyone in my life. I value Jesus, I value God over myself, over my own kids, over my own fiance, over my own parents. Because at the end of the day, none of us belong to each other. And all of these negative events, emotions, all of everything, it's not happening. It's not, none of them are even here for me, or not for me, not existing for any other reason other than for God. God sees what I'm going through, and He's always here. He talks to me. Why would I not believe that He's trying to help me? God does not ignore me. He does not ignore my problems. So I know if he's not ignoring me and my problems, why would he ignore yours? I'm no better than you. I'm no better than you. Doesn't matter if I live in a house or outside of one. People on the street, a lot of the time, I look at as more blessed than me. Because I know God is especially close to those people. And it doesn't matter for how long I may see them on the street. You don't know where they belong. You don't know where I belong, and I don't know where you belong. But I know who I belong to. And many of those people, more than us who live in houses or have a shelter at all, a lot of them see God more than we do, hear him more than we do. And that's really sad. It's very shameful. That's why no matter what I am going through, how I'm feeling, to this day, I understand God is working with me. I understand I'm a work in progress. Can you really look at me and call me perfect? You can't stand back and look at my life and say, oh, that was perfect. In no way. Regardless of what I look like, a lot of people judge me based off of what I look like, and they have been proven wrong, right and left. But they still chose to believe something that I just didn't show. I am trying to allow God to help me control my anger. I get angry a lot. A lot. And I don't like that. God knows I don't like that. He's told me my anger and my patience is an issue. I need to work on them both. I need to improve on my anger. I understand it's okay to get angry. God gets angry. He's gotten angry before, and he had every right to do so. I have a right to be angry at certain times, but I'm not an angry person. I just get angry sometimes. Well, a lot. No. But before I became pregnant, again, I was working on my anger. He was working with me on my anger, and he still is. And it's just gotten harder. But my journey with him to this day has improved. I'm closer to God, regardless of any issue that I may have. And it's not even my issues, because I gave them to God. I gave everything to God. I gave him my body. I gave him my heart. I gave him my mind. I gave him my mouth. I gave him my life.
What's good, y'all? We ain't here. Whatever my baby talking about, she talking the facts. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual Taz in the building. It's like I just took over, but I didn't really take over. I was just coming in here to check on her. But look, you know what I'm saying? Stay up, keep your mind right, and, you know, live life.
So, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just now got extremely upset. Thankfully, my fiance came up here, as you saw, and I could have gotten angry before he came in, but I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm fine. Then he came in here, and my fiance is my best friend. I met him and we were best friends before we were together at all. We were just... So I told him, what was on my mind. And then it's just like it started spiraling. Like my emotions just, it's like they were building up, and then I just burst. And just, y'all don't understand. I've gotten to the point to where I get so angry that I want to put my hands on somebody. I've gotten to the point to where I just want to break things, and I'm not that type of person. I've never been that type of person. You can ask anyone who knew me before me even maturing. I have never been like that. After I matured, I hadn't been like that. It's just, life has become so difficult. And I get so angry. I don't mean to. I really don't. And now I'm pregnant, so it's worse. But I have 3 kids already, and I'm pregnant with my 4th one. I understand when things happen. Why did they happen this time? Trust me, I understand why that just happened. I completely know. So I know you may be asking, well, if you understand so much, then why are you still getting upset? Why are you still crying? Whoever said life was supposed to be easy? God said that we are supposed to suffer for him. Did God not suffer for us? Why would we have no right to even suffer for him? Why is that not deserving of me then? It's okay to get angry. It's okay to be sad. God does not expect you not to. Why do you think he told us to give him all of our worries and our doubts and our fears? God knows you're going to get like that. So then, therefore, when you get like that, give it to him. I already know, again, why this happened. It's not anything outside of spiritual attacks against me, because I am a child of God, okay? No matter what the situation is, I understand it's to hurt me spiritually, as it is with you. When you're in doubt, in pain, when you're angry, it is very easy for the devil to try and slide his way in very easy. But God is aware it's very easy for the devil to do things with you. It's not like it's non-existent. If Lucifer never did what he did, obviously, why would we be unhappy? It was always God's plan to have his children. There is nothing that stops him from doing what he wants to do. And in the very beginning, before anything was created, he had us in mind. He wanted to multiply. He wanted to have his offspring, and I am one of them. And I understand that very much. I'm very grateful. I can't thank him enough. I can't thank him enough for working with me, for talking to me, for listening to me, for his help, for his comfort. The man that he put in my life right now, he is the exact opposite of me. When I met him, I could tell he was the exact opposite. And that's what I needed at that time when I met him. But God showed me I needed that of him, of my fiance, for at least a while. I don't know what God has planned for me, but I surely hope my fiance is always in the cards. I don't want him not to be, because God gave him to me. And whether it is for a season or not, I'm happy to have met him. And I'm happy that God is working with me. When it comes to things of life, things can be very hard to accept. The hardships, they're hard to get through. People are hard to deal with. You gotta get up every day, go to work. It's people who don't even care about you. They say they're your friend, but they'll turn around and talk about you behind your back to somebody else that they actually care for. So people are fake. And people are undeserving of your own time. And you have to sacrifice your time in order to get money. Right when you have a job, you have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice a lot. A lot when it comes to God. And the thing is, he told us his burden is light. Well, if God wants every part of you, right? He wants your heart. He wants your thoughts. He wants your body. He wants to use you for whatever he has in mind, the great things that he has in mind, because God is great. So why would the things on his mind and his plans not be great? Why would the person that he created, his child, not be great in his eyes? Regardless of anybody else, what anybody else thinks. Is anybody else God? No. God is simply the only person who can get you through whatever it is you're going through, however you're feeling. Doesn't matter what it is, how big or how small you think your issue is, or other people think your issue is. To God, you are his priority. You're his child. Are your children not your priority? God is love. Why would his little lovelets not be his priority? God sends people and things, his blessings, because those are his priorities about you. It's all to do his will with you. He wants to work with you, but you got to work back. You got to speak back. You got to listen back. Otherwise, how can you work for him? How can you hear what he's really telling you? You have to go to people who you know are of God, who show you they're of God. And you will definitely know when someone is from Jesus himself. Because those people will be like Jesus. Jesus told me, you need to look like me. People need to look at you and see me. They need to see me in you, so that I can do my work through you with them. God wants to work with you. He wants to work with you so much. But God is not a beggar. God does not live to please you. He's sovereign. Regardless of him being so loving, so caring, wanting you being his priority, it doesn't matter. He's still sovereign and he's still God. That's something you can never forget. Because if you forget, he's definitely going to remind you. And God's children are always seeing his sovereignty in our lives. Do you think that God's children, his chosen, his church, do you think we don't have bad days? Do you think that we're not human? Because if we were God, you wouldn't see me. If I were God, you would not see me. You're not gonna see me. Why? Because I don't need to show myself to you. You want to believe me and what I say in my own existence. But you gotta see me. You have to see me in order to know that I'm here. I'm God. What? Who are you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? I made you. That's how I imagine God feels when people question him and what he does and even why he does it. I ask God, why? Why me? Why am I the one going through this? I don't deserve this. What did I do? What did I do to go through similar things like other people? And I'm not like those people. I'm not like them. Why am I going through it? I know the type of person I am. Why am I going through this? I'm no better than you. And to God, I'm no different than you. I am my own individual, and I have my own work cut out for me that God has for me. And so do you. So that's not going to make my trials go away. It's not going to make them disappear. I got to go through it to strengthen myself in God. God strengthens me. I don't have pride. I don't think myself better than you. I don't think that your struggles are less important than mine, because you're a different individual than me. God does not give us what we cannot handle. There are great things that may be waiting for you in your future, but you're not ready for it now. So God's not going to give it to you now. You've got to work with Him. You've got to work with God in order to get that. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is, great things that you may want to do or feel like you even need to do for God. God appreciates anything that you want to do for Him, with Him. God appreciates it. God is love. Do you not believe that He will show His gratitude to you? I don't need God to thank me. I just want God to talk to me every day. And He does. He does every day. He's very personal to me. And there's nothing, not you or anybody else, can do to take Him away from me. I separate myself from my own fiance and my kids just to be with God. Nothing, no one stands in my way. Issues that I may have right now, God wants me to work on and be stronger in. Because these very things that He's having me go through and therefore learn and work on are the very things that are going to help me in my own future to do great things for Him. I understand that much.